A mother in a gripping murder mystery, singer-actress Lea Salonga is making waves in Hollywood. The award-winning star was cast as Elodie in a much-awaited spin-off, Pretty Little Liars Original Sin. We find out more from Lea as she joins us tonight on The Final Word. Hi, Lea. Thank you so much for joining us. You know what? I watched the first three episodes of the series. I can't wait for the 10th episode of the season. Tell us what happens. Who is the mass killer? Who survives?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying nothing. I am saying absolutely nothing. I mean, I had a watch party with some girlfriends here at home. And the hardest part about, you know, everyone shouting, oh, this is who I think it is. This is what I think is happening. And I'm just sitting there. Can't say anything. Don't say anything. Can't spoil any of what happens next. You'll all just have to watch. And so far, we've been getting some really wonderful notices, and a lot of people seem to be tuning in. So I'm really thankful to everyone that has tuned into HBO Go here in Asia. Maraming salamat. I mean, it was so much fun working on it. It was so much fun. I had the best time.
You know, in the first three episodes, I would always be on the edge of my seat watching it by myself in the living room. And of course, you played the role of Elodie Honrada, the Filipino mom of one of the liars, Minnie Honrada. When you were asked to audition for the role, is this something that you really wanted to do?
I mean, this is my job. I'm an actor. So, you know, whatever you can be up for, you go up for. You audition for things. And there was like a whole bunch of stuff that I was auditioning for during the pandemic from my living room here in Manila. And I wasn't getting anything. And then here comes this one. I auditioned, not expecting to get anything. And then I get word about a week later. My manager calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning and says, I need your advice. And I said, what? What kind of advice do you need? He's like, I have to tell a client that she just booked a TV series. So how do I do that? And I totally freaked out. And it was crazy. It was crazy. I started screaming and I started calling people and started getting ready to head off. And that was still during the craziness of the pandemic, when it was still crazy. And you know, of course, my mom was concerned about my safety when I left. And I think just me not catching COVID the whole time I was filming, the whole time I was traveling, and even as we were doing the US and UK tours, and me staying healthy and well, I think she was like, okay, I think I'm okay.
Mami Ligaya, always concerned.
She's actually watching. She's watching now.
So, has she seen all the three episodes so far? And what was her reaction?
Well, she hasn't seen it yet because we still have to put HBO. We have to put HBO on her TV. So once she has access to it, then she'll be able to watch it. But I don't know how she is with suspense and horror. I mean, I couldn't even watch the episodes by myself.
Right.
I'm in it, and I still can't watch it. That's how creepy it is.
Yeah.
So, and it was much easier to do it with other people. Like I had Nicole with me watching, and the whole time she was shouting at the TV. And I think it helps to make things less scary. Well, according to her.
Yeah, it was really very creepy. I would at times just turn my head, turn away from watching the television screen. And of course, this series, of course, Lea, is a reboot, no? Which marks your return to acting after the 2019 film Yellow Rose. Has this series opened new doors for you and more acting stints in America?
I mean, I hope so. I mean, it only started streaming a few days ago, so it's too early to say if it's going to open doors for anything in the future. I mean, it's a little too soon to tell, but I mean, from your mouth to God's ears, I'm hoping that it does. But in the meantime, I'm learning as much as I can from everybody that I get to work with, including these 5 extraordinary young women. And yeah, I mean, that's all I can that's all I can do right now is to try and learn as much as I can and hope that this starts a nice momentum for more work on film. And I'm having a really good time.
Wow, I mean, you're a star in front of the camera and on the musical stage right after the last taping day of this series. You went on your global concert tour and you just returned to Manila. Wow, you're so busy. You just returned from your Dream Again UK tour.
Yeah. Yes,
your
and
fans.
there's Gerard. Woohoo!
Your fans in Manila are wondering when will you have that big concert in Manila?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I think things are starting to now come back here in Manila, which gives me a lot of hope that we'll be able to start mounting things in the way that we would like. I mean, there's a way that we like doing shows. I mean, full orchestras, kind of like this. My brother behind me conducting, and he's not even here. So, I mean, I'm a believer in the universe kind of conspiring to bring things together. And when the right time comes, then that's when it'll happen. And it'll happen in the way that it's supposed to. I've learned not to try and fight the forces of the universe. It's like being a salmon swimming upstream.
Right.
I'm no salmon. That's not gonna be me.
And
so, yeah.
And Lea, your last musical was Once on This Island on Broadway. That was several years back before the pandemic.
But there was also Sweeney Todd here and in Singapore.
I know. I watched you in Singapore. Yeah. So any plans on going back? Any plans of going back to the Broadway or West End stage anytime soon?
I mean, those are things outside of my control. I'd have to audition. I would have to, see what is available for someone with my particular set of skills. But in the meantime, I have the show and I'm just riding this really nice wave that it's on. I mean, I told my TV daughter, I told Malia, prepare for your life to change. And I mean, these 5 young women are overnight superstars, and all we can do is just support them and, I guess hold their hands as they navigate through all of this craziness, because we understand as older actors, all of us who play the moms, we understand the craziness of this. And yeah, they're in for a ride, and I'm kind of blessed and happy and grateful that I get to be a part of it and to see it happen.
I can't wait for the 10th episode and find out who is a mass killer and who survives.
You have to watch. You have to just watch.
Yes.
There are 7 more episodes to get through, but every Thursday they will drop on HBO Go here in Asia and HBO Max in the US, and I think in other parts of the world. But yeah, it's, I think, one of the most popular shows now on the platform. So we're ecstatic, really, really happy.
And we are all so excited for you, Lea. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Actress and Broadway
Thanks,
star
Rita.
Lea Salonga.